Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for taking your time today on a beautiful Saturday. It's not snowing this year, so that's nice. Thank you for coming and to listen to me talk about different pathways, right? The idea is you're coming to the University of Calgary, you're not too sure maybe what you want to do, so how can you best set up your degree for success for potential programs in the future? Professional programs in the future. My name is William Doby. I'm the manager of the undergraduate student services for the Faculty of Science. My job is mostly dealing with advisors. So when students come in, they're asking us questions about how do I change my degree? How do I pivot through my program? What am I, maybe I'm thinking about vet med, maybe I'm thinking about dentistry, I'm not too sure, but how can I more or less stay on that one big path until I have to make a choice at the very end, right? So I guess the main thing is why you're here, right? You're here for an education. You're here to explore some science, I'm assuming. You're maybe thinking about natural science. Maybe you're thinking about biology, chemistry, but ultimately you're thinking, I may want to go to dentistry. I may want to go to vet med because I really like horses and I really, really want to work with them for the rest of my life. You have many choices when you're here at the University of Calgary. Science degrees are probably one of the most flexible programs that we have on campus in terms of pivoting throughout your degree. So we're going to chat a little bit about that today, about how am I taking my courses, when am I taking them, and what's a prereq. So we'll kind of quickly go over some of those pieces, and obviously you guys are more than welcome to come and ask questions at the end and stop into the student center. The biggest thing is you can change your mind. So you may be stacking some of your courses to go into medical school, but know that you can still complete a degree program at the University of Calgary and then go into dentistry if you'd like. Some programs will say, hey, you don't have to do 2 years of a program, then you can go into some sort of professional program. That's completely up to you if you guys want to do that. But just know that you may want to continue and complete the rest of your degree before going into those professional programs. So choosing a degree for you that really inspires you, right, to lead and innovate is very important, right? It's not just I'm going to take a few courses and then get into the end goal. It's enjoying the journey along the way. So how do I fit the required courses for my degree, right? I'm searching, I'm looking at all these different programs across Canada, maybe United States, right, internationally. So what we have on our website, there's a QR code there if you guys like to use it, is a list of all of our program guides. That's going to be a base foundation for you guys to figure out, okay, what do I need to take to finish from my first undergraduate degree? Right, so one of the examples that we'll be using today is biological sciences because it's one of our most popular programs. So this big PDF that everyone will be able to see on their phone now, right? This is your program. This is your 4-year undergraduate program, right? So when you're looking at this, you're like, okay, yes, I can see some bio courses in my bio degree. I can see options, right? What are options? Options are your opportunity to potentially take some of those courses that are required for the program of your choice. Right? The biggest thing that you're going to be doing is kind of starting from the end and working backwards, right? So I want to go to dentistry. What dentistry schools can I look at? What are their unique individual requirements, right? Everyone's going to love Excel by the time they're done this journey, right? Because you're going to be pulling all of that information, putting it maybe into an Excel file and following up with those schools and saying, hey, what are your requirements, right? When can I take these courses? What transfers over to those desired schools? So biological sciences, like I said, that's going to be our jumping off point for kind of talking a little bit about some of those programs like dentistry, right? So very, very quickly, when you're looking at programs, right, some programs will require 3 credits of just a microbiology course. And you're like, well, what's a microbiology course? That's when you're more than welcome to come in and chat to us at the Undergraduate Science Center to say, how can I fit these courses in? Knowing that ultimately it's up to the receiving institution about what courses that actually transfer to that school. So we can help you a little bit of trying to kind of parse through those pieces, but the biggest thing is saying, where do I want to go? I want to go to U of A, U of T, Dalhousie for dentistry. They require a microbiology course. What do they accept? Right? And then coming back to us and saying, how can I help and work with you guys to make sure you're taking the courses that are required for your program? You can see there that I've written down that the microbiology course can meet a breadth requirement. You're like, well, what's a breadth requirement? But if we go back to this piece here, you can see 3rd year, 4th year, you can see there's so much room for you to take those breadth requirements. So what I'm trying to show, right, is that you can take a course that will meet admission requirements of a graduate program, a professional program, and still meet undergraduate graduation requirements at the same time. You can see here that Bio 331, right, we need that specific requirement. That course is required in a biology degree, and it's required for admission requirements to get into some schools, right? So again, what I'm trying to show you is that you're starting at the very beginning, starting at the very end, and then working backwards. What are the requirements for you to get into those programs? Biochemistry, right? So again, 3 credits. Sometimes those courses can be generic, and they just say, I just need you to take biochem courses, right? Where do I take those biochem courses, and can they fit into my degree? Yes, some of these courses can. When you start filling up your program and you're maybe like, I want to take every single possible course so I can open as many doors as possible, that's when you're starting to get into some courses maybe being unused for your program. But that's when you want to chat with us as early as you possibly can so we can build that perfect program so you can truly enjoy your time at the university while achieving your undergrad to prepare yourself for that professional program. When you're going into a professional program, right, it's not just your GPA, what is your average. That is incredibly important, but experience, right, your volunteering, other things are like incredibly important when you're applying into school. So it's really important to note those on your journey as well and start as early as you possibly can to really show them when you're applying, I've done all these things, right? I volunteered, I've done a really cool co-op opportunity at the University of Calgary, and I've experienced and I've maybe experimented with a few different pathways, and I really know the journey that I want to go on. I've done some research that I'll go into in a little bit. I've maybe worked as a mentor later on in my program, but I started as a mentee to really help build that foundation, right? That I've chatted with upper year students to figure out what do I actually want to do and what's their journey. Maybe they want dentistry and they said, you know what, no, I don't like that. I want to go and do law instead. And there's so many different things that students can do with their degrees. So I want to talk a little bit about the mentorship program because a lot of programs focus very specifically on GPA and what is your requirement. Again, we're looking at what is an experience that we can offer just at the Faculty of Science, right? Our mentorship program is the biggest peer-to-peer mentorship program on campus. We're very, very proud of that program. The idea is that we're partnering up first-year students with later students, right? That you guys have that connection. It's going to help you build that network, help you with a little bit of that social anxiety as you first start and coming to a massive campus, right, full of different resources, right, that you want to help navigating all those different pieces. You're meeting monthly in a mentorship program. You're meeting monthly and you're going for about 10 hours of volunteering an entire year. The nice thing about this program is that that's the minimum, and if you choose to work more, then you're welcome to do that. But the idea is that you're partnering up with people who've done these programs anymore, students that are also looking at, hey, I'm in bio and I also want to go to this specific school as well. So we do work quite closely with students. Our mentorship program matches students in similar programs with similar desires, so you guys are kind of working towards a common goal together. The ambassador program is a really cool ambassador program. You'll probably see as you navigate through EEL, this building here, as well as the JAC, you'll notice some of our students are wearing black shirts with ambassador kind of written on it, right? So this is a competitive volunteer program that we have. So there's an interview process to get into this. Looks great on a resume. But the program is designed that you're here running events with us, right? You're assisting with that communication, working with Students' Union, working with different clubs, and really helping us engage with our current students and potential prospective students, like you guys are here today. It's a great opportunity to collaborate with our leadership team, our senior leadership team, working with associate deans to ensure that we're meeting Faculty of Science goals and we're really enriching that experience that the students will be having at our Faculty of Science. And then, yes, like I was talking about before, the program runs throughout your entire year. We'll reset that and we'll partner you up with someone else. You're getting a new mentor or mentee every year throughout your program. Research, another part of applying into professional programs, right? It's giving you an opportunity to explore things that will lead to discovery and innovation. There's many research opportunities at the university, specifically within the Faculty of Science. If you're looking to do something small, maybe in the summer, you're looking to just shadow some of our faculty members and working with them with their own research, you're welcome to do that. But we also have independent research courses that you're looking to take in your upper years, right, into your more or less your fourth year. Research courses allowing you to start doing your own unique research, right? Adding that to your resume and adding that to your application to whatever school you're potentially looking to go to. The QR code there will lead you to the University of Calgary site that will show you all the different research opportunities. And of course, if you guys have any questions, you're more than welcome to ask about those research opportunities later. Co-op. Some of you guys may have been in the co-op presentation that we just had, but co-op is another incredibly valuable experience, right? Especially if you do it a little bit earlier, it gives you the opportunity to say, hey, I want to try something new. I actually want to go and get that real world experience and bring it back. Do I actually like working in that pharmaceutical industry, or do I want to go move to, again, dentistry or something else? Do I want the business aspect? I really like science, but I'm big into the policy, so maybe I want to go to more policy and business, and adding that into my mix. If you guys have questions about co-op, that's at science.careers. But again, the biggest thing about co-op is when you're getting paid, you get paid experience. When you're here as a student, you get that designation on your degree, as well as you get some assistance with writing your resumes and interviews, cover letters, those pieces. So again, more of a well-rounded experience when you're here. Okay. This is one of my favorite slides because it kind of gives you that nice kind of checklist, right? Where are we going? What are we trying to do? So again, we're reviewing programs, right? What programs am I possibly interested in, right? I know there's probably 3 or 4 that I might be looking at because I'm not too sure, and that's okay, right? It's good to start early and come and ask us questions, all right? Some sort of tracking sheet, because there's a lot of things and every school is unique, right? So you want to start working on those admission requirements and tracking them through your program, trying to figure out what do I need to actually take. After that, you're going to connect with us and say, hey, science advisors, I'm thinking I really want this course, right? The course is full, I want to get into this class, and when can I fit it into my degree, and how do I ensure that the course is actually going to meet my current graduation requirements? That's for us to help you with, right? Don't feel like you have to do all of that alone, right? We're here to help you through your whole time while you're at the University of Calgary. Enhancing your experience. Again, you don't have to do every single one of these, right? Because you don't want to just completely overwhelm yourself with all the different opportunities. But the idea is that there's many things to consider. Co-op, research, ambassadors, clubs to add to your program. So ensuring that you're not missing those experiences in your program, and it's not just specifically focused on your GPA. Re-reviewing admission requirements. Admission requirements can change throughout the year, so it's really important to go and contact that school that you want to get into and say, hey, I'm looking at med school in 5 years. What does that look like? And they'll say, connect with us maybe in 3 more years, and we'll have a better idea of what those pieces are. But tracking them now, just so you can start kind of building your program and connecting with us. Don't forget about other admission exams, right? There's other requirements for the program, if it's a MCAT or an LSAT, those kinds of pieces, making sure that you're checking those off. And then knowing that you might not get into that program the very first time. And that's okay, right? It's okay to continuously reapply. It's okay to stay in your undergrad program and apply while you're in your undergrad program, depending on the program. And yeah, just continue to do those. And again, ensuring that you're applying to multiple schools at the same time to ensure success at the end. Okay. Again, the biggest piece to kind of remember is that the science degree that you have is one of the most versatile programs that you possibly can have. So ensuring that you're connecting with us and saying, hey, I'm not exactly too sure where I want to go, right? But knowing that more or less everything that you do, you can pivot throughout your entire program and change your courses to, one, meet the requirements of your current program and the desired admission requirements for your future program. Okay, that's it. That's a super, super quick piece of trying to figure out kind of how you fit into your program. I realized that everyone has unique and individual experiences, so I wanted to ensure that we have a base foundation for everyone, and then we can go and we can chat together outside. There's lots of space, as well as Cumming is here in the JAC, as well as VetMed and other programs. So I guess the biggest piece is thank you so much for your time. And I'll head outside. If you guys have any questions specifically about you, then I'm happy to help. Thank you. Thank you.